Good evening. I'm Jay Sikand, the intern at Lexis and Company. And today I'm going to talk on a topic which is related to corporate law. Yes, we all have studied corporate law and we are all still a student of corporate law. So, talking about corporate law, we must know that what all corporate responsibilities, philosophies, and how it has impacted us drastically over the recent years. Corporate arena is something which is still unrecognized at various level because social life is very explored, very much evident, but corporate life and corporate philosophies are still very much not into mainline stream. So today I am going to talk about on a topic which is corporate philosophy. Under corporate philosophy, I would be speaking about a company which is, you know, which has $1 million, you know, startup at that time. It is none other than Dell. We all know something about Dell. Dell is not just a company in USA, it is an emotion. And why I say this? Because Dell was created not just because of the reason to sell it to mass people, but the motive behind creation of Dell was to explore what all things can a computer and a company like Dell can do for mass gathering of people in USA. Now, when we talk about Dell, there is another competitor of Dell, which is Apple. But Dell has never recognized Apple as a competitor. I will tell about it very. Uh, I will tell about it later. But coming to the topic, Dell is being used by the mass population in USA. If you compare it with Apple, Apple is a company which is has a status symbol because a, it is costlier than Dell. But Dell, on the other hand, is being used by every other person in USA. Either they have a laptop, either they have a computer or smartphones. Since smartphones is not much used or a much not heard device, a much not heard electronic device of Dell, but computer and laptops are being sold in masses, not just in USA but also in countries like India. So I will tell about Dell, but also I would like to tell that Dell is not just a company. It is been created by an inventor who was, aspired to be someone like Steve Jobs of Apple. So let's talk about Dell and let's talk about the invention of Dell first. I will speak about the mission statement, the global market share, the competitors, Dell's USP, as well as the golden rules of Dell. So, first, I would like to tell the man behind Dell was none other than Michael Dell himself. Yes, he was the one who created Dell. Now, at the age of 15, he purchased an Apple computer to see how it works. Now, when we talk about a little bit of history, we get to know the motive behind it. And the motive behind it was Michael Dell was aspired. He was very much inspired to be like none other than Steve Jobs because he created Apple, and Apple computers was a big benchmark at that time. And someone, to compete Apple at that time was, you know, uh, like a word impossible. So in college he started building computers. He was a go-getter, Michael Dell. He wanted that his expertise in the field of electronics must not be unrecognized. It must be you know uh, you know it must be heard to everyone in the country, in fact in the world. So talking about his early life, his mother was a stockbroker whereas his father was an orthodontist. So both his parents were very much educated and they wanted Michael Dell to pursue a career in medicine. But Michael Dell was not into medicine, he wanted to go into information technology, electronic media. So let us talk about Michael Dell's social life, and he is someone who is, unheard, not remembered by society, just because, we can blame it to media, we can blame it to uh, authors who have not written about it, and because of the, paid media especially, because Michael Dell is someone who, and I will tell about him more. So first, talking about Dell's social life, Michael Dell, in spite being a consistent writer, he is a very passionate writer too. In spite being a consistent writer, he is also very fond of the needy. And when I talk about the needy, I mean the poor people. So if you compare Michael Dell with the current and our country with Ratan Tata, he is just similar to Ratan Tata, because Ratan Tata is himself a philanthropist. As we all know, he donates a lot. He does a charity a lot. In the exact same way, Michael Dell is also a philanthropist. In fact, he has his own charitable foundation. The charitable foundation is named as Dell and Susan Foundation. So, to quote Michael Dell first, he has quoted a very familiar thing with our topic. Dell's calls that corporate philosophy is a soul of Dell. And why he says that? The reason behind is that Dell, when invented mobile phones, it did not end up in the market well. As you all know, Dell could not compete with the ongoing Nokia or Apple or Samsung. So Dell's philosophy was very simple at that time, and that is why Michael Dell here quoted himself. The reason behind it was, Michael Dell gave two reasons. The first reason is because of Windows operating system, which, like Nokia, vanished very quickly, which declined very quickly with Android operating system. And the second reason was because of the high price. He could not compete with Apple, as we all know. Apple has a different operating system altogether. Dell did not end up like that. So, according to Dell, inventory is the worst thing to own. Now, these I am going to talk about three things which Michael Dell's USP, which is Michael Dell's corporate philosophy, or you can say that Dell's as a company has three corporate philosophies. First is that inventory is the worst thing to own in an industry, in which the value of materials or information declines very quickly. From computers to airlines, everything declines very quickly. And why he says that? Because in 1993, Dell had $220 million in inventory, whereas in 1997, Dell had 224 million inventory as losses. So they incurred a huge loss. A huge loss was there for Dell at that time. That is why they have this corporate philosophy at first. The second corporate philosophy is that offer solid technological support to customers. Customers are we all, as we all know, customers are an asset to a company. So they say that offer solid technological support, so that to the small section of society who does not even know how to operate, how to operate the system, or they lack the technological gap, they must also be heard and communicated effectively. And the third thing that he says, that when e-commerce company came into existence, Dell always sold his computer directly to customer. That was his main thing, be it friend or enemy. He possessed strong customer relationship. He says that customer relationship must be perfect. Until date, they try to incorporate these points, these 3 points. So these are, in Hindi we can say that, three powerful mantras of Dell. And by this quote, he glorified it, and we can take a lot of inspiration from it. So these are the corporate philosophies which must also be known in corporate arena, corporate life, corporate laws. Thank you for listening me.